December is the month when many high school seniors have narrowed down their top choices for colleges. Still, there's a great deal of information that can help college-bound students and their families as they begin to make their final decision of which school to choose. To help us navigate through the many options, we've invited the president of the Association of Independent Colleges and Universities in Massachusetts, Rich Doherty, who advocates for increased need-based student aid, and as he represents 58 independent colleges and universities throughout Massachusetts and the 280,000 students who attend them. Also on the show this morning, Dr. Adrian Haugabrook, Vice President for Student Success and Engagement at Wheelock College. With more than 25 years of higher education leadership, he's a national expert on after-school education policy and has been called upon by Capitol Hill to present on after-school issues. Welcome to Urban Update, gentlemen. Thanks for coming in. Adrian, let me start with you. If you're a college-bound senior, what should you be doing this December?
Well, being college-bound implies that you're college-ready. And so during this time of the year, this is a great time to ensure that all of your application and materials are set up. If you've not organized that, this is the best time to do that. Begin checking in with your high school guidance counselors to ensure that all of the courses that you need for your application process, as well as your recommendations and other things are lined up. And then the third thing that I would suggest is that if you've already applied to institutions or have institutions that you are considering, is to go ahead and develop those relationships with the admissions counselors at those institutions so that you begin to really understand the college-going process.
Wow, that's a good point, making those contacts with the college you're looking at. Rich Doherty, costs obviously a huge concern for families. What can young people do to make college more affordable?
Sure, excellent question, and it can seem daunting, but I'm here to tell you it's manageable. Typically, paying for college involves some contribution from a student and their family, but there's a tremendous amount of financial aid and scholarships out there for students. So at the state level, Massachusetts has a state scholarship program. Last year, the legislature appropriated $96 million for need-based students to receive grants. At the federal level, we just got some good news this week that the Pell Grant was going to continue at its funding level, which is almost $5,900 at the maximum Pell level. And most importantly, I think people would be shocked at the amount of financial aid that the colleges give to students themselves. So our 58 colleges that you referenced earlier this year have awarded $560 million in need-based financial aid to students. And then there's another pot of money for students who may have just been outstanding students, so that there's some merit aid out there as well. So I think all those sources of financial aid can help a student get over the cost shock.
Adrian, what would you say to a student whose dream college is looking out of reach based on the price?
I think one of the things to consider is what defines that dream institution or that dream college. We often advise students to have several choices in mind and really thinking about the institutional fit. What's going to be the best fit for me? What institution is really going to help me succeed? But relative to the financial aid aspect of this and the cost piece is never give up until you've actually received your final financial aid award, and then also be willing and able to compare that against other institutions. The thing that's important to remember is that it's not about the sticker price, it's about what will be the net cost to you and your family.
Rich, is there anything students can do when they get to college that helps help them cut the overall cost before they graduate, or
Absolutely.
when they graduate?
So it'll seem simple, but graduate on time. If you can graduate in 4 years and then in year 5 you're out in your career, making money, paying off any loans you might have, you're going to be way ahead of the game. Too often, even at the federal level, they talk about a 6-year graduation rate as being more the norm. And I think most people have grown up thinking 4 years is a proper time to get your degree to college. So I think that is one of the really important things a student can do.
No, Adrian, I know a lot of Massachusetts colleges are right in or right around Boston. Talk to me about some of the benefits of going to school close to home.
First, Boston has a great infrastructure because of the number of colleges and universities. It's a city that's built to accommodate the college student, the college going process. So there's a culture to it. There's transportation, there are cultural aspects to the city, there's student discounts that college students can get, and so there's really an infrastructure that supports it. The second thing is that Boston is really a hub city, and so it's not just Boston, but it's its access to Worcester, other parts of Massachusetts, and all throughout the Northeast. The third thing that I would say is that it really has a support system for what I would call professional development, internship opportunities and other experiences. And then the fourth thing is that a very recent data point that just came out through the census is that 71% of the adult employed here in Boston are between the ages of 18 and 34. And so this is a great city to graduate and begin a career.
Okay, and we have to wrap things up, but for people watching right now, I guess, who might want to take some of your advice, important websites they should be looking at, there's one right there.
Sure. So maybe one of the first ones is wheelock.edu.
Okay.
A second could be A.I.C.U.M.org.
Okay.
A.I.C.U.M.org.
But a couple of other places to look at, FAFSA.ed.gov, which is a free application for federal student aid, and then the College Board, or bigfuture.collegeboard.org. Okay,
Adrian Haugabrook and Rich Doherty, thanks for coming in, and thanks for all those great tips. For I know a lot of families and a lot of students are going to appreciate it. I know the parents will. Okay, when we come back, a real-life Brady Bunch mom shows you how using just a few coupons, store specials, and discounts can make a big difference in your wallet. The details right here, coming up. Stay with us.